What is up, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. It's that time of week again. It's time to take a peek ahead at the books dropping for New Comic Book Day next week. And we're going to pull a few off the big list and see which ones we're most excited about picking up and talking about every Sunday night for at week's end. So let's get right into it. Huge shout out to the channel sponsor, Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to check them out at their website and follow them on their social medias. That's to not miss out on the awesome stuff they're doing. Like they just released their 2023 MegaCon exclusives on Friday evening. So if you're not able to attend the con, you can check out their website to see if there's any of them still available. And if you need anything cleaned or pressed, hit up our friend Justin on Instagram and hit him with the promo code We Are Legion, or let him know you found him via the channel and take advantage of the special deal for the channel viewers. The link to all the sponsors are in the description to all my videos, as well as Pop's Attic on Instagram. Be sure to give him a follow and check that out. So let's get right into it. Top 10 books, picking 10 out here. It's going to be a little tough this week. There's a lot of great stuff dropping. So let's just dive right in with Jeremy Adams' Flash, $7.95. This is part 6 of the 1 Minute War. Dude, the team is down and out. The entire Flash family is looking rough. It looks like we've had numerous casualties, but it looks like Barry's about to science this ish. So let's see if he can actually use that brain of his to figure out a solution. That last issue, he made the comment that he thinks he found a way to make this all like it never happened. So I'm interested to see what it's going to be and what he's going to do. We know historically the Flashpoint necessarily is not a good idea, so hopefully that's not what he has up his sleeve. I'm looking forward to seeing what Jeremy brings to the table, something new, something fresh. That's how this entire run of his has been. We're also building to the big landmark Flash 800, which will be a huge celebration issue. So if you're thinking about checking that out, and the new writer that's taking over directly following that, be sure to check these out and really get built up to it. Next up, we have World's Finest, issue number 13. We're kicking off a new story arc right here. We have the Superman and Batman, the World's Finest, on the search for Metamorpho. So this should be good. This title's been great. Mark Waid has been writing phenomenal stories. They've been hard-hitting stories as well as important across the continuity of DC Universe. And it's really cool that they're using a lot of guest appearances like the Doom Patrol, the Teen Titans. Now we're getting Metamorpho. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this one. And next up, we are continuing Superman and the Dawn of DC with issue number 2 from Joshua Williamson. We have Parasite on the attack. We have this whole shadowy villain that we got teased at the end of that last issue, this weird relationship with Lex and Superman while Lex is in jail. And we also have this great new era where Superman has kind of been like put back to the status quo that's been gone for so long. He has a secret identity again. He's working at the Daily Planet again. This has been great. That first issue had amazing vibes, amazing feels. I'm excited to see what this one does. And we're also getting this new character called Marilyn Moon Knight featured there on the cover, who can only operate at night. Is she friend or foe? We'll find out in Superman issue number 2. Next up, man, this series has been fire. So we have Punisher issue number, I wrote it down here, 10. So the Fist of the Beast is in full force here. It looks like things are settling down around his neck of the woods now that he has put Ares to bed. But now it looks like the heroes of Earth are coming to save Frank. They want to get him out from under the influence of the Hand. And I mean, there's a lot of them. Cap, Black Widow, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Daredevil, Wolverine. They're all coming to get Frank back. So this is going to be crazy. I'm interested to see how this goes. Maybe it's just going to be a quick little fight. Who knows if this is going to be the long-standing next story arc they're going to be dealing with, because that Ares one ran for pretty much 10 issues. I mean, this is 10 and it isn't 100% wrapped up yet. So we're still seeing how all of that plays out. Needless to say, this has been a great series. I'm interested to see what they do with his symbol after we get past this Hand era, but we'll see. Next up, another era I'm ready to get past. Batman, One Bad Day, and these have been bad days every time I've read them pretty much. This is the Ra's al Ghul One Bad Day. It's written by Tom Taylor, art by Ivan Reis, dream team kind of thing right there. I love both of those creators. The whole concept behind these are supposed to be like a Killing Joke, but for the different villains in Batman's Rogues Gallery. There's only been really 2, in my opinion, that have held any weight, and I'm hoping that Ra's al Ghul will be the next one to do that. That Riddler one was phenomenal. The Clayface one shocked me, and the rest of them were just trash. We're just going to be straightforward here. But I'm excited for this one. I'm sure the artwork will be stellar. I just hope the story does what it's supposed to do. And I'll be glad that we're done with these. They are oversized. They are a little bit more pricey than a standard book. So I don't feel like I've been getting my money's worth with the lackluster storytelling. So Tom Taylor, don't let us down. Next up, another Tom Taylor book that has not let us down. That last issue was probably the single best issue of a comic book I read this year. I know that's wild to say. It's big shoes to fill, but check it out if you haven't already. We have Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, number 7 of 8, the penultimate issue right here, right now. Do not read a synopsis on this. I'm going in blind. Do not want to know what's coming. That last issue was so crazy that I'm not even going to get into spoilers on that. Just know that Darkseid and the entire army of New Gods, Thanagarians, and they're all juiced up with the anti-life virus. Darkseid's got a yellow ring on, and it's all coming to a head. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty right here. So let's get to it. Next up from Jeff Lemire, we have Swamp Thing Green Hell, issue number 3. The Parliament is on a warpath against a small piece of humans that remain on this earth in this Black Label title from DC Comics. The Green is reaching out for help. He's got Constantine, and at the end of that last issue, reached out to the Red, the avatar of the Red with Animal Woman. So they're coming together like butt cheeks and going to try to team up and push back against the Parliament to save the little bit of humanity that is left. Doug Mankey is killing it on the interiors. I mean, killing it. This is a phenomenal book. Prestige format, you get more bang for your buck. You get that oversized format where the artwork can really breathe. Definitely check this out if you haven't already. And continuing right along with some stellar artwork, Rodriguez has been crushing the covers of Black Adam. And we got issue number 9 of 12. This is Christopher Priest's maxi series. It's getting toward the back end of it here. We've been seeing Black Adam, kind of his origins retold a little bit in the last few issues. We get to see some of the olden days when he's deemed himself a pharaoh now. And in current times, we have his pantheon of gods setting up shop here on our realm and getting ready to wage war on mankind while Malik is still dying from the virus that Black Adam was suffering from early on. But looks like they're going to try to save Malik. Crazy boy. And you have Malik dying. You have Black Adam trying to save him. And in the meanwhile, while all this is happening, the gods have slipped in and started running the world mad already. So Black Adam has his hands full. He's going to need to get Malik up and running. I'm sure he's going to need help in putting them down. Next up, James Tynion IV's new title from Dark Horse, Blue Book. This is issue number 2. We're going to be seeing the story of Betty and Barney Hill continuing this, and as well as more one-shots in the back end of it. Don't really know what else to say because I'm avoiding any spoilers on this. I want to be surprised, but if you're a fan of like UFO stories and conspiracies on UFOs and stuff like that, as well as cryptids, it looked like we got to touch on some of the cryptids in the first issue. Be sure to check this out. It's just kind of a fun comic adaptation of known stories, familiar stories, and some might even be new to you. Some were new to me in that last one. So it's just kind of a fun book. If you enjoy Department of Truth, it's almost like a lighter hearted one of those without the department. So yeah, definitely worth checking out if you're into that kind of thing. Next up from Boom Studios, issue number 106 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The quest to save Matt continues. While he's been in Rita's grasp, she's now going by the moniker Mistress Vile, taking it from her father, who she usurped and took his abilities. It looks like she's going to be turning Matt Groom into a villain, much like she did with Tommy Oliver in the original Power Rangers run, Green with Evil. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. We have the first time since a while of the Mighty Morphin team and the Omega Rangers teaming up. And the Omega Rangers being the original cast of the Power Rangers that left early on. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Not too big on the Omega Rangers. They kind of burned me out really fast with their stuff, but this has been a lot better since the new writer took over at issue 100, and I definitely look forward to it. Next up from Peter David, we have issue 3 of Joe Fixit. In a nutshell, the Kingpin's running his play on Vegas. He's got the Hulk under some mind control and now attacking Spider-Man as well as himself. So Banner's going to have to battle with himself internally and get control of the big guy back before he smashes Spider-Man and get back at keeping the city safe from Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. This is one of the retro titles Peter David crushes over at Marvel. They've been enjoyed them more than anything Marvel's been putting out. The Silver Surfer Rebirth, the Maestro stuff, Joe Fixit, any of those retro titles have definitely been great. And lastly, here's one I'm on the fence about picking up, but it's interesting enough. Legion of Bloom. So this is actually a spring season one-shot. You get Halloween one-shots, Christmas. This is a $10 book, oversized, numerous stories, numerous artists, numerous writers, and there's going to be focus on characters that are associated with nature. The Swamp Thing, obviously, Metamorpho, the Floronic Man, Poison Ivy, and they're going to be telling different stories all through it just to kind of get you in the season. So this could be fun. A lot of times they don't have any kind of long-lasting value. Every now and then they sneak little first appearances of characters in them and stuff like that, but I'm going to check and see if this one's coming out on the app the day of. Hopefully it will, or not. I don't know. Might pick it up, might not. We're going to see, but I'm on the fence with that one. And that's going to do it for the top 10. That was actually 12, but the top 10. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to. What are you picking up? What are you reading? What am I missing? And as always, I do want to give a big shout out to the Augusta Book Exchange, the keepers of my comics, the guardians of my pool box. I always make sure everything I'm looking for is safe and secure waiting me everywhere. When I get there, be sure to check them out if you're ever in the area. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.